Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for March 10th, 2017. We're going to have snow this morning that's going to be coming to an end. Most of it's going to be before noon. And you're going to have, if you're watching this early enough, you're going to have some rain at first down here in the far southern and southeastern areas before that changeover occurs. So you're going to get some rain to start, then it's going to go over to a mix, and then snow from northwest to southeast across the area, and we will get some accumulation. So you can see our weather alert map. Weather alert maps has our final call from last night if you did in fact miss that. But let's take you through the hour by hour. We'll start off at 5 o'clock in the morning here. This is a NAM high-res future simulated radar, and at 5 a.m. Now I want you to pay attention to something on here. See this line here? This is representing the 32-degree line. Okay, so anything north of that obviously is falling as snow and sticking, and further north you'll get that to stick everywhere. Now most of these areas up north that aren't showing it very much here will have changed over and gotten snow earlier than 5 a.m. here. I'm just starting this off at 5 because we're talking about the Friday video here. But you can see further south, you're talking about rain that's going to mix with and change the snow as we progress further for this. We'll go from 5 o'clock and go to 6, and you can see that line moving to the southeast. You're starting to get some mixing here. And also, I want to make mention that these green areas up here, this is snow. This is just the model algorithm is a little bit off. But this is also snow here because it's obviously below 32. You will see, however, this line start to creep a little bit further to the south, though, as we go with time. And that's going to allow this rain to change over to snow. And it could be quite heavy for a little bit, but there's going to be a difference between snow falling and snow sticking for these areas down here, especially because you have those temperatures that are still, again, we'll look at this 32-degree line. It's up further to the north. So up here, you see why our highest elevation or highest accumulation amounts are up in these areas right here and up to about I-80. And that's because you're going to have more stickage on the grass and things like that. So further southeast, you will get, even if it's above 32, it's like 34, 35, 36, you can still get if it's heavy enough, the rates are heavy enough, you can definitely get snow sticking on at least the non-paved surfaces down in those areas. So just be watching for that. We do expect this. Here's 10 o'clock starting to wrap up here, and here's noon finally starting to make a push off the coast and out of here. There will be some residual snow showers that will come through behind this. These are more like the squally type stuff that come in, like lake effect type stuff that will come in behind it. So you still get some snow showers behind this as well. But I do expect this activity to die down then as we get into the evening and overnight. It will become partly cloudy and very cold overnight. Now I want to get forward here to the next system, because we did talk about this system here on Saturday and Sunday staying to the south. That's still the case. That's this one down here. And that's we're looking at Sunday morning now. So it will be partly cloudy over the weekend, not expecting any precipitation. It will be very cold, though, and temperatures will be struggling to get above freezing both days of the weekend in many places, and this system is going to slide off to the south. That is not the one we're worried about. The one we're worried about is behind it on its heels. Now, a couple different things happening with this one. We have basically two lows here. You have one northern stream low that's going to dive down kind of like from the Great Lakes region and end up right about here. There's another one that's right about here off the Carolina coastline. These two are going to interact with each other here, okay? And they're eventually going to phase into one big storm out here in the over the ocean, maybe near the benchmark. Benchmark is 40 degrees north, 70 degrees west. So that puts you right about here or thereabout. Maybe a little bit further than that, further north. So anyway, you get a storm that's coming up the coast, and you have this energy consolidating with one another, and you can turn into a big snowstorm here like most models are suggesting. You can clearly see these two lows here. Here's one, here's two. Now, every model that ran today, the daytime models that ran on Thursday, all show the same idea generally, that you have a snow event for our area. Now, there's in different ways. The European model went absolutely nuts with this. The Canadian model went absolutely nuts with this. The UK Met went absolutely nuts with this. GFS is kind of in the middle. It's not really fully on board yet, but we're dealing with two systems coming together and phasing. This is not, the physics of the GFS is not quite as good as the other ones that I just mentioned, because they have the 4D VAR physics involved in it. I know it doesn't mean a lot to most of you, but GFS is not really as good with East Coast storms in this setup. So we have to watch this, because it could be a very a major potential, major late season snowstorm, and very fittingly, it's only about a day or so off from the anniversary of the '93 blizzard. Now, I don't want to throw that word out there just yet, because this is far from a blizzard yet. We have a couple days to look at this. There's a reason why we're not in storm mode on the Facebook page and on the website, and that's because we don't know exactly where this is going to go. This thing could end up coming out, missing a phase, and heading further east. We've seen that happen plenty of times before too. The pattern is very good for this to occur, and it does appear in our 6-day forecast, our local forecasts. So just keep an eye on this, because this could be a little troublesome as we get into the Monday night through Tuesday night time frame. And this thing wraps up here by overnight Tuesday night, it looks like, on most model guidance. So this could be a big storm here, big late season winter storm here. And when I'm going to just put out there right now that the potential is there for 6 or more inches of snow, but it could be much more than that. We could be talking about more than a foot if everything comes together just right. All right, that's if. That's a big if. So we're not there yet. We just want to just watch this and see how it evolves. But it does have potential to bring, in some areas, the biggest snowfall of the season. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martridge. So that is your outlook for March 10th, 2017. Have a great Friday.